My wife loved control. She often reminded me that she was the one who settled by marrying me. I ignored her arrogance for years, thinking it was just her personality. But one night during an argument, she sneered, "I could dump you any time. You're lucky I even stayed this long." The words cut deep. For the first time, I saw the ugly truth. She didn't love me, she tolerated me. And as she stormed out, her sister, who had overheard everything, pulled me aside and whispered something that changed everything. Her sister had always been kinder to me than she was. While my wife treated me like a backup plan, her sister treated me with genuine respect. That night, her sister looked me in the eye and said, "She thinks she's untouchable. Maybe it's time she learned she's not." I was shocked, but the calm, almost calculating tone in her voice made me realize she had been watching her sister's behavior for a long time. What she said next left me speechless. "She's not the only one who knows your worth. Let me help you show her." Next few weeks, I stayed silent at home, letting my wife believe she still held all the power. She bragged to her friends that she could leave me any time and find someone better. What she didn't know was that her sister and I were quietly working together. We gathered her texts, her social media messages, even overheard her late-night phone calls to other men. The evidence painted a picture of a woman who wasn't just arrogant. She was disloyal, unfaithful, and careless. One evening, her sister invited the whole family over for dinner. My wife strutted in, loud and boastful, bragging about her options in life. I played along, pretending not to care. But midway through dinner, her sister stood up, tapped her glass, and said, "I think there's something everyone here should know." My wife's smug smile faltered. She didn't realize that her sister was about to expose her in front of the very people she wanted to impress. Her sister pulled out printed screenshots, messages between my wife and the men she had been talking to behind my back. The table went silent. My wife's face turned ghost white as her father slammed his fist on the table. Her mother looked away in shame. The same woman who bragged about dumping me anytime was now the one being dumped by her family's respect. The humiliation was so heavy you could feel it choke the room. My wife tried to defend herself, spitting excuses, blaming stress, claiming the messages were taken out of context. But her sister silenced her with one devastating line. "You said you could dump him easily. Funny, because now it looks like he can dump you." The room erupted, not with laughter, but with silence so sharp it felt final. That was the moment she realized she wasn't the one holding the cards anymore. I stood up, placed the divorce papers on the table, and said, "You were right. You can be dumped easily." Her eyes filled with tears, but it wasn't love she was losing. It was control. She begged, pleaded, and even tried turning her anger on her sister. But it was too late. The power she flaunted so carelessly had been stripped away in front of everyone. Within weeks, the divorce was finalized. Thanks to the evidence her sister helped me gather, she left with nothing. No house, no savings, no pride. Her family stopped, supporting her, disgusted by her arrogance and betrayal. Meanwhile, her sister checked in on me often, making sure I was okay. She told me, "You deserved better." She thought she was the prize, but she forgot that even prizes can be worthless. The more time I spent with her sister, the more I realized how different they truly were. Where my ex was arrogant, her sister was humble. Where my ex was selfish, her sister was kind. And where my ex tried to break me down, her sister helped me rebuild. It wasn't planned, but eventually, our bond grew stronger. And my ex hated every second of it. Now, whenever I look back at that night when my wife sneered, "I can dump you easily," I can't help but laugh. She was right. She could be dumped easily. And the sweetest part? The person who helped me do it was the one she trusted the least, her own sister. That unexpected reply wasn't just revenge, it was justice. And it left my ex with nothing but regret while I walked away with freedom and someone far better than she ever was.